All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode, the Barca Show, bringing you the latest thoughts, rumors, anything I might missed. I'll talk about it right now. But right now, at this moment, I really want to talk about tomorrow's game against Athletic Bilbao. I think that's the game that's going to start us off. That's the game that's going to give us an idea of what we're looking at for the season. Now, I'm not in my studio right now. I'm out and about. But hey, this is an opportunity for me to just have some time and just talk about this right away. I'm not going to take too much time, of course, but I want to get everything out of the way for this game. I do think that we have an opportunity. I think it's a winnable game. We have everything in place, every piece that needed to be bought. Every player needed to be bought. Every player that was intended to be bought. We have a good bench. And so I want to start off with the lineup. I think we kind of know what we are looking at and what we're expecting. With Messi, that is probably not going to play. Maybe 50-50. I'm not sure how his status is at the moment. We will see Griezmann play a lot more, and I think we will have Griezmann play as a center number 10 role in place for Messi. If anybody was gonna have to play for Messi, it's gonna be Griezmann. Now I'll come back to that right now. Let's talk about defense. Defensively, we've had some issues in the past season, towards the end of the season, more specifically. But I do believe that we will be ready for this team in particular, because Athletic Bilbao, even though they do create some good chances, we will see what they have this season. We will be tested with our first game against them. And I think that if we are playing at home, I believe we're playing at home. I'm not 100% sure. I'm 90% maybe. That we're playing at home, we should be able to win. With the crowd behind us, we should be able to win. Defensive lineups, goalkeeper, Ter Stegen should be goalkeeper. That's an obvious. I don't think Nieto is going to be the goalkeeper here, but who knows? Anything can happen, of course. I have left back Jordi Alba, the left back of our club, the one and only. He has been linked so well with Messi when they're out together. My goodness, I saw a little bit of him and Griezmann in that goal. That's a very good sign when Griezmann had his first goal in the offseason. I do believe that Griezmann will have that kind of help, because Jordi Alba finds anybody up the middle, inside the box. He usually does find that pass is going straight directly to whoever it is, whether it's Suarez, Dembele. Jordi Alba acts like a left wing more than he does a left back, and I do believe because of his versatility, I think that we will have that first goal against Bilbao. And quote me if I'm wrong about Bilbao. Tell me, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's Athletic. I'm almost sure that we're playing against them, but I just wanted to make sure. Anyways, I think that Griezmann and Alba will link well. I think they will link pretty well together. They have an outstanding way of performing on the pitch, and you can put Jordi Alba with anybody, but his most I guess you could say the best plays that the best player that he has been able to play well with is Messi. But we'll see what we can see. We'll see with Griezmann. I'm very anxious. Hopefully I'll be able to watch some of Griezmann tomorrow in that lineup, in his starting lineup. But left back has been a very huge success in last season's games, that I do think that it will carry over in this season. That's not a problem for me. I think the left back position for Jordi Alba has been such a success. Grabbing another player like him is going to be extremely hard in the transfer windows in the upcoming years. We have Umtiti, who I would put in there, of course. He has been an outstanding defender. Has been in the beginning of the season. It started to dwindle down with injuries, of course, towards the end of last season, and that's been an issue. Hopefully he will not pick up those kind of injuries again. And if he does, I hope that he's able to succeed and be able to get some good tackles and provide some good opportunities for our midfield, etc., etc. Very good. I think Umtiti is one of the best defenders when he plays well. Gerald Piqué has the veteran. He is the man leading the charge on the defense. I do believe that Piqué still has a lot in that tank. We know that he has performed kind of shaky in the past, and especially last season, it was kind of in and out with him. But when you have to sub Piqué, you gotta sub him. I mean, if the game is on the line, you gotta do what you gotta do. Continuing on with Nelson Semedo on the right back is who I would go with. I don't think you should put Sergio Roberto in there unless there is a injury problem, unless Nelson Semedo completely just messes up the game on his side of the field. But I do think that with him on that right back, he has grown and he has been able to get those balls to Messi, to Suarez, to Dembele, and those centers have become very crucial for us in scoring goals. Those services. Up on the right midfield section of the area, you have the veteran, of course. Now I think Rakitic, you can put him in there. You can put Rafinha. You can make an argument to put Rafinha in there. I don't have a problem with that. Again, the versatility on our midfield is massive. We can have all kinds of combinations. The problem here that I see is Valverde. Is Valverde going to put the best lineup available? And is he going to put the best changes, substitutions of the game when it's time to substitute? Because you only get 3, and that's it. On the midfield area, of course, you have the veteran Busquets. I hope to see him come back strong and better and a lot more. Look, I think last season for Busquets was very, very tough. He was burned out, I think. Might have been that because he played awful. I mean, against Liverpool in that Champions League match, it just looked like he was just giving the balls away. I do expect him to have a comeback. But that's why we have our young man that we just bought from Ajax, Frankie de Jong. He is the best backup to Busquets. The way he performs, the way he attacks, Busquets is not much of an attacker. And if you look at how many goals he scored, I can only see that the last one he scored, I can remember, was during the friendlies or the International Champions Cup, and that was it against, what was it? I can't remember anymore. If you know, let me know. But that was Busquets in the friendlies. Does he have what it takes to attack? Possibly. If Valverde pushes him up, if he's smart enough to do that, maybe we'll see Busquets more as an attacker, not just as a defending midfield or a defensive center midfield. But anyways, if that doesn't work, you have Frankie. You always have Frankie, and he's the best backup you have. And I don't think that you can put him on there yet, but I think that if Busquets starts to slow down and messing up that midfield and that defensive midfield, then you have to go with Frankie and this in the substitution. Other than that, I would start Busquets, the veteran, kind of get him to show Frankie the ropes, get him, used to being on the midfield and showing him, giving him that example, because Frankie's still young. Not that he doesn't know, he knows very well, because he was in Champions League, and young guy like him in his 20s, that's something big, guys. And I'm glad we got him. I'm very glad. I wish we could have had a better defender in the back. Again, going back to the defense. But I think we can do well if we have Frankie, or if we have a good Busquets playing well, along with Arthur, which is my next pick on the left midfield side of the pitch. We have Arthur, and I think that the Brazilian does well. He is still learning. He is still growing. He's not Xavi. He's not Iniesta. Okay, but he does. Does he have the potential to be that? Yes, he does. Not right now. He's still in his first season. He's going into his second season. Now I want to see him perform better. He was on the field for a lot more. I don't know, between him and Rakitic, I don't know who was the longest, who had the longest, but it was between them two last season. He performed well. I think he'd do better than what he did last year, especially towards the end of the season when we started getting beat. Anyways, up as a striker. You know what, guys? This one's a tough one. Left wing, not striker. Up as a left wing, you can say Coutinho. You can say Rafinha. You could say Griezmann. I mean, you can do that, but then you can't put Griezmann. I would not put Griezmann there in that left wing because you need a number 10. You need somebody who can be as close as being able to be versatile like Messi. And I think Griezmann is as close as you're going to get. I think Dembele is your best bet at the right wing. And I think that Suarez is in good shape as a striker. I would not put Griezmann as a striker because you have Suarez. You can do a lot of things with Griezmann. That is why I liked Griezmann. His way of playing makes a difference. But that's all I have to say, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Anything that you would add to this lineup, anything that you would take away from this lineup, let me know. And I hope that we do get a win. I do believe we will have a win. And I feel good about this game. I don't think that we shouldn't let our guard down. But we will have a good game, especially that we need Messi at 100%. I wouldn't put Messi on there yet. Let him rest. Let him get better. Let him be 100%. Then we can start seeing Griezmann and Messi with Frankie in the back. That's going to be something else. I just want to see what Messi does with this combination. All right, guys. See you later. Take care. Visca Barça. Visca Catalunya. Peace.